look a little familiar, especially if you're in the southern Florida. I mean, a lot of things, I keep finding these flowers on everything. But this in particular is Mexican dream herb. It's a fun one to say, Celia zacatushishi. And it's flowering now, so I am leaving a ton of the seeds because they are super fertile. And
Extremely.
the flowers are nice and sweet, they dry beautifully. And
How would you compare the scent compared?
it's gonna come out eventually.
Oh, that's ideal.
And
It should go in there.
Yeah, when you like the scent of it, we could just keep the jar open and the alcohol will evaporate off.
Wow.
Yeah, but you can keep it for like cleaning alcohol and stuff, just a scented one.
Spray for your pillow.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
The most interesting part about this plant is you don't have to consume it to get the consume it by eating it or drinking it.
Is incense.
Yeah.
Or little dream sachets. It's just a little bag of the dream herb under your pillow. Because it's a really extremely fragrant plant.
Yeah, the leaves themselves are actually fragrant.
And a lot of it's useful too. I haven't looked too much into like if anybody uses these for maybe basket weaving or something, but the midrib or stem is really nice and straight.
It's
and
thick.
even dry, they're really, really strong.
Oh, that's lovely.
If you like making those ojo dia, those god eyes, just two of them with some yarn, they come out absolutely gorgeous. And for just about anything, incense, anything you need a good stick for, a nice thin stick.
I've always wanted to make an incense out of the actual stems itself.
Yeah, now we're actually making incense cones out of the leaves.
Yeah.
Leaves and mortar pestle to very fragrant powder, and using chocolate molds to do it. So it's definitely something that's really it takes off, it grows well in containers, and it's insanely abundant. Obviously, there's an ocean of it, and there's so much. It's a really special one. This is actually the plant that brought Will and I together.
Aye.
Because he posted a picture of the blooms, and I've been seeing these blooms everywhere. Because there's a native weed, some would say, that has the exact same flowers. And long story short, turning it into incense cones.
Interestingly enough, that weed doesn't have the smell, like the
No,
yeah.
it doesn't. And there's another plant that grows in the southeastern Florida region that looks vaguely similar and smells similar.
Mm-hmm.
The leaves are super, super thick, and the flowers are totally different. Next time some pops up, we'll take pictures of them.
I know there's two different varieties of the Mexican dream herb itself. One's bitter, which is I believe what we have here based on trying to consume it. And then there is a non-bitter variety. I'm not sure if it still has that pungent smell. Definitely want to get my hands on that one, right?
And the flowers are so pretty.
They're gorgeous.
They blend the two. And again, if you're from the southeastern Florida region and west coast, African dream herb.
Yeah.
It's the big heart-shaped sea beans, and I think they call them sea hearts. That turns out, I've been collecting those since I was a kid going to the beach, but that's African dream herb. The pods get
Oh my God.
you can imagine.
Yeah. 4 feet long, right?
Yeah, it's a fast grower, and it's hardy. But I used to just hang them upside down to dry, but turns out just trying to snip most of it off the thick ones so they fit more dries out way faster in a paper bag.
And it's actually contained. Much easier to keep everything tidy.
It'll make a mess. We use clothing racks on wheels for drying because it fit. And I'm seeing them out, and you could get a clothing rack anywhere.
Yeah.
So nothing fancy, but insanely productive. Flowers starting. I'll grab some seed too.
Oh, there's already a mature seed.
Oh yeah, I saw some the other day. They're kind of like a dandelion, how they, or marigold, where all the seeds
Oh,
are
I see
inside
some
of it.
back there. Right there.
Mhm.
Is this it? Look.
Oh,
Or did it just die
yeah.
back? Yeah, it just died back, didn't it?
Failed flowers. There's a ladybug. Oh,
Where
I
is
just
she?
made it so much worse. Right in there.
Oh,
You can see how tall they get. They climb. They root. If you just throw some of the thicker stems in water, will root. If it's break them off and put them into soil, it's a really impressive plant to me. And, I mean, when Will got it, it was in like a solo cup.
yeah, literally.
And
God, about 7 years ago now. But as soon as it was put in the ground, it just took off.
oh yeah.
And that's with no watering. But to be fair, there was a well leak on the water system that dumped a large amount of water out here for
No.
a large amount of time, and it seems to have given it what it needed to establish itself.
Oh yeah, everything is really happy from that still. It was a happy accident.
Indeed.
Um,
Where can people find you online?
well, Subtropical Botanica is in her infancy. We specialize in a lot of plants used for various ritual practices in different religions, and as well as medicinal, edible
Yeah.
seeds, cuttings, incense blends. We make one with the lemongrass that also grows on site, and some lavender. Soon we'll have mugwort, a native Florida variety, and yeah, Good Witch Soflo on Etsy, and pretty soon subtropicalbotanica.com.
Thank you, Jeremy.